Hey guys, it's James from the Chart Guys. It's September 22nd. It's a Thursday. I'm gonna do my nightly video on gold. Um, so going into the FOMC meeting, I was leaning bullish towards gold, and that's just from my past experience of how gold has spiked after no rate hike decisions. So it's kind of a guess, but a couple other clues I had were the declining volume here. So as you can see how the volume's declining here, and I knew that FOMC with the volatility, you're going to see some type of volume spike, whether it was bullish or bearish. Another thing I was watching for is the inside candle here that formed previous to this big green candle, and the inside candle, the high and low of this candle is inside the high and low of this candle, and we did get below it, but bulls bought the dip, and once the price got above 13, 15, 20, you really saw a big bull move up, and now it's above the 50 MA, which is at 1336.70. It back tested it here, and it held as support as bulls bought the dip. So we'll see how tomorrow goes with this candle, if we continue up or we consolidate some more here before we make another move up or down. On the hourly, actually, let me go look at the weekly. So the weekly right now, it still looks healthy. It's clearly still in an uptrend. From here, big up move, consolidation, sideways, big up move. Still consolidating here. So on the daily, you could see that gold still has this downtrend line on the weekly. If we draw it here, just do it like that. So we still have this downtrend line on the weekly, and on the daily, how that looks is that we're setting. Get rid of this. Oops. Get rid of this line real quick. After this high back here on 7.6 of 1377.50, we keep setting lower highs. As you can see, lower highs. So what gold bulls want to do is to break this trend of setting lower highs by breaking the high of this candle of 1357.60. So that's the ideal price that gold bulls want to take out. We do have a bullish MACD on the daily, but last time we got one, it didn't last very long. In fact, we only saw 3 green candles, and then we saw this big downside here. So currently we have 4 green candles in a row, so we'll see how it continues tomorrow. On the hourly chart, we have a tightening range here. So we have this inside candle inside the high and low of this candle, and it keeps getting tighter. This one's inside that candle, this one's inside that candle, this one's inside that. And so how this candle closes in the next 30 minutes at the time of this video, it's 8:35 right now, will kind of give a short-term direction of where gold price might go overnight. A close below the low of this of 1340.20 is bearish, and a close above the high of 1341.10 would be bullish. Of course, we could always just go sideways, but I think this candle right here is what I'm going to keep my eye on for this hour. And we have a bearish MACD. We are finding some support here at the middle Bollinger Band on the hourly, which is currently at 1339.90. So that's holding right now. We need to regain the 5 MA, which is currently at 1340.70, and I'm going to look for. You can see that volume is increasing, so we'll see which way it increases, if it's bearish or bullish. So watch out for this candle, how it forms overnight. And then let's go to miners. Let's just use GDX. So my partner in the chat room, Dan, was bearish miners this morning, and the reason why he was bearish is because he outlined that in the morning when SPY hit a new high of the day and gold hit a new high of the day, that miners wasn't able to do that. So there was some weakness in miners, and he saw that weakness, and he was absolutely right. I missed this inside candle here that was formed. So this candle is within the high and low of this candle, and you can see once this candle closed below the low of this inside candle, you saw this accelerated downside on increasing volume. So those candles are important to watch for when they form. So miners has lost the middle Bollinger Band on the hourly now, And it looks like we have the lower Bollinger Band quickly moving up, and that is at 2046. So we'll see how it opens in the morning. On the daily on miners, we saw a big move yesterday, obviously with gold and markets rallying, but we could be in this triangle pattern. If that does end up being the case, and we could test the bottom here, but that's far off. We do have middle Bollinger Band support, and that's pretty good to have middle Bollinger Band support, because look how long it's been since we've had it. It was back on 819 when we had the middle, when we lost it, and haven't been able to gain it since then. We gained it here, but failed back down under it. So middle Bollinger Band support on the daily is looking very promising. And also, it's been, look at this, the middle BB has been downsloping, and it's kind of flattening out here. So we'll see if it curls up or not, or just moves flatter like this. Yet to be seen. And miners did move up a lot more than gold did yesterday, so that could be a reason why miners sold off some today, to kind of even that out. And it did defend the 100 MA here at 2089. And in my past experience, when miners sells off that much compared to markets and gold, it usually sees a really good bounce the next day. And that's assuming that ES futures doesn't dump and gold futures doesn't dump overnight. That we'll get a nice bounce in miners tomorrow. And that's, again, nothing technical. It's just my years of experience of trading the miners. So something to watch for. So watch for gold tonight. See if it's able to where it closes on this hourly candlestick in relation to the previous one, if it closes above or below the high and low of this candle. And right now it could go either way. So have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow.